Hey, good morning. Chuck here with Apple Drains. We are on an estimate here in Orlando, Florida, and we've actually been to this house about 6 or 8 months ago, maybe a year ago. Let me show you what we did the first time we were out, which works great, and customers are very happy with that. Of course, that's why they've called us out to do some more work. So back here in this area between the two homes, he has a low spot, and there's a catch basin installed, and we put in a sump pump and a sump basin, very permanent, has a Zoller M98 in it. That line discharges all the way out to the street. Another catch basin right here, a little 6x6, our favorite catch basin, and between these two we have the easy flow, which is the French drain, and it works really good, as you can see. These two lines come over to the sump basin, and then we have 2-inch pipe that runs back out all the way out here to the front, and it discharges to a little 4-inch grate right at the sidewalk, and it works so good, so good. Take a look at this. Can you see the grate? No worries, grass doesn't grow over it. As long as you maintain the area, you don't need anything special out there. But let's go out back and take a look to see what the new problem is and what he wants to do here today. So back here at the back downspout, you can see it's got a nice 6-inch gutter. He's got 3x4 downspouts, and you can kind of see right away that it's just eroding the area. This water travels back here to the back, and you can see it's kind of low back here. And you can see the eyesore sticking out. That's the downspout drain. And this is coming off of the pool lanai. And pool lanais are interesting because always the downspout has to be all over the place to come down. What we want to do is put a downspout drain underground. We're going to tie in the channel drain here as well, and this pool discharge from the pump, from the pool, so they can backwash this pool and discharge that when needed. So line starts here, comes out, and it's going to turn and go right over to that corner. And behind that fence, it drops off about 4 feet into a natural area. So that's one problem. And you can kind of see the yard here as I walk around. Got another downspout on the other side of the pool lanai, and it comes down here on the other side of the fence. They moved it, so it was on the other side of the fence, and it comes down, and you can just see the water that just stands here. So we're going to take this downspout and send it right out here to the natural area. A lot of tree roots to chop, a lot of tree roots, and it's just going to discharge right into these viburnum bushes, and then it'll travel over and go over to the sidewalk and on out to the street. Hey, good morning. Chuck here with Apple Drains. This is our second estimate today, and taking a look here, show you what's going on. You can kind of see right away. You see the two houses, how close they are together, and there's no sun. One of them has gutters, the other does not. And between two homes like this, it's only maybe 8-10 feet apart. This is a real problem between all the homes across the country, not just here in Orlando, but almost everywhere where these homes are built so close together. Let me show you what's going on. So about 1 year ago, these guys decided they were going to put in some new gutters, and they look really good. But they put in a French drain. Somebody put in a French drain, and you can see they used this really white, really bad stuff there that you get from the Home Depot, and it got hit by the weed whacker. See, it's all cracked up. This line comes out. Don't know what kind of pipe this is underground, but it's very wet all the way through here. Another gutter, downspout, ties in, and you can just see how much mud there is here. Extremely wet. They added a catch basin for the drip irrigation, which was fine. That line must tee in here, but look at this. Can you see that? That shouldn't be there. And that means that there's definitely not a French drain here, probably solid pipe. It comes all the way out. You can see the area of the pavers where they're sinking. You can see the water standing right here. Line just travels all the way out here to the sidewalk. And there is some drainage. You can see the water marks coming across the walk. And the catch basin is just totally full of water. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and clean that line first because it's only a year old, and it's always better to clean a line, find out what's happening underground. We put them on the schedule for this week. We'll come out with our 1065, that's the drain cleaning machine, the snake, and we'll clean that line, find out what's going on. I think that there's just a couple of breaks. Maybe it's wasn't installed properly. I don't know, but we will find out, and that's why we clean lines first. We actually take that money that we charge for the cleaning and apply it to a new purchase of a line if needed, so they don't lose the cost of that, which is really a great thing. So that's our second estimate today, and we're moving on to another one. So what we're doing is we're exploring the foundation of this house, and I'll show you why here in just a second. Just having Chuck dig down. We want to see if this is a monolithic slab, or has it got a solid slab down here with the blocks. We just want to find out. We always dig up the foundation to take a look and find out which kind of footer this home sits on. And especially when you see this crack that I'm going to show you here in just a second. And the homeowner is very concerned about this crack, and he should be. So we're just exposing the footer, and it takes only a few minutes. You can do this yourself if you've got, a slab foundation. It's not very deep. It's usually only down a foot, maybe 2 feet at the most. And take a look. So you can kind of see what's going on here. Ever since this guy just bought the house 6 weeks ago, and he's fixed this crack, but look at that. It goes all the way to the ceiling, and they've sealed that crack up. But he told me that you could actually see through the block, and it goes all the way down to the bottom. You can kind of see here where the block's pulling away from the floor. See that? We also have what looks to be an active crack coming across the garage floor as well. He's had some estimates to put in the helico piers, which might be needed here. That's why we're digging up that foundation, just to take a look at that. So let's go back out there and see what Chuck's got going on. Okay, so Chuck dug down here, and what we found is a poured foundation. Here's the top of the foundation, and here's the bottom of that foundation. Can you see that? So we've got a good 8 to 10, 12 inches of solid concrete there. Those are good things to note. But what we're curious about is, did this footer crack? And of course, we're not seeing it right here, but we would have to dig up all along this to find out if it actually cracked. But this looks really solid. And that's the bottom of the footer. So looking good, looking really good. Okay, so on this estimate, basically what we want to do is we want to put in new underground downspout drains. You can see they're painting, and they're putting up the new downspouts, painting the downspouts. But right now they're just splashing out onto the ground. And because of that crack, the homeowner's pretty worried about that. I would be too. So we're going to put all new underground PVC starting back up there behind Chuck at the beginning of the garage. And we're going to run all the way down through here. So starting up there at the beginning of the garage, there's a downspout there, another one here, and they're tying the upper roof down to the lower roofs. So there'll be only those two downspouts here in the front. The upper roof ties in over here on the porch lanai, the pool lanai, comes down. And this is just 4-inch pipe, solid pipe. We're gonna hook this downspout up, and send it right out in here to the natural area. It really drops off, as you can see. One more thing I want to show, we're going to do the same thing on the other side, but one more thing that's interesting that we need to look at is the pool deck. So out here by the pool, you can see the deck of drains. You can see the drain right here. There's one here. There's one here. The little holes are actually for a guardrail for children. And another drain here. And you can see they're running in a straight line. But when the home inspectors came out here, they could not find an exit point for those drains. I think that is underground right over here, that they are underground, and they probably already discharge somewhere back into that natural area. When I asked the homeowner, does it ever back up or flood into the on the patio, he said not ever. So this drain's probably working, but they just don't know where it's coming out to. But we're going to hook up this downspout on this side, as well as all the downspouts on this side, and send them out to the natural area in the back. So here's the front downspouts, and you can see we're also hooking these up. Right now they're just splashing out, and if you look closely you can see all the erosion taking place. That line needs to come out underneath of this, come over, and it also needs to pick up this downspout on the garage. It's just been painted, kind of hard to see it, but it's been painted. We're going to go down under the pavers and tie the two together and send it right out to the street. So a quick note for the Rescue Nursery. If you haven't checked out our new channel, please check it out. I know you'll enjoy it. We have to pull all of these shrubs, all of them, all along this side of the house, in the front, and basically the homeowner just wants us to haul them away. And what we do is we take all these shrubs back to the nursery and we revive them, we rescue them. We give them away for free. Sometimes we give them back to Apple Drains and they give them to the next job, the homeowner, where we have to pull out these shrubs. And if the next job wants some new plants, they can have them for free. We don't charge anything. But we need to pull all of these shrubs all the way around both sides of the house and out here in the front. Check out our rescue channel, the Rescue Nursery. It is an amazing channel. All the things that we've been doing for the past several years of rescuing plants, and you can subscribe. The links in the description box below. So we've got this on the schedule here. We'll probably get out here this week. These customers have been waiting 3 and 4 weeks for us to get out here. We've just been so busy, and we're starting to come into the drier section of the season, so we're able to kind of keep up a little bit more and really start doing many more installs. This summer it has rained so much that it just impedes our installation. Hey, this is Chuck with Apple Drains, reminding you that if you believe you can do something, I guarantee you can do it. Have a great day.